The world has finally realized that the oligarchs are the people who are the custodians for Vladimir Putin's wealth. But the oligarchs are not naive, and everybody has been preparing for this moment for a long time. And so they've hired the best lawyers, best asset protection specialists, and there's shell companies and trust companies and offshore companies and nominees and proxies, and the whole thing is extremely well thought through. And so to actually get the money, to even find the money, we're just scratching the surface.
I'd love to talk about Switzerland.
This money is residing in London, in the city of London, the city of New York, the city of Zurich, in the biggest banks, in private equity funds and hedge funds, major real estate. It's right in front of our eyes, and the amounts are unbelievably big. I estimate that since Vladimir Putin took power, he and the 1,000 people around him have stolen $1 trillion from the Russian state, and that money is stored in our financial capitals. Well, there's one thing that can be done, which is quite radical, but I think would solve the problem, which is to force the people who set up these structures, the enablers, the lawyers, the accountants, the trustees, under law, to become whistleblowers to the government. In other words, put an amendment into all money laundering and all sanctions law to say that people who are involved in setting up structures for sanctioned individuals have to come forward with the information to the government or face punishment of fines and imprisonment. That would solve the problem. Well, at the moment, there's only 35 oligarchs out of 118 who are on the Forbes list who have been sanctioned by either the US, EU, UK, Canada, or Australia. We need to get to 118. We need to fully close down the Russian access to SWIFT, not just 65% of the banks, 100%. We need to stop buying Russian oil and gas. And we need to put in place secondary sanctions against countries that are continuing to allow Russia to sell oil and other products and bypass our sanctions.